Hello, everybody. It is Monday night.
And 3, 2, 1.
What?
Sketchy Live.
It's been a hot minute, guys,
The
since we've
podcast.
been with you.
Hey, it's Sketchy Live Monday, the podcast. What's going on? It has been a fortnight since we've talked to you or spoken or seen or heard from, it feels like months. Doesn't it feel like months?
Well,
has it been months?
It's been at least a couple weeks, I guess. We had some family here and we were doing some family stuff. So we are back tonight. Johnny is not drawing tonight, but we are going to be talking about some fun things from our past, some shows that we have attended, and just some highlights from the Johnny Jalopy escapade that we've been on for the last however many years. So
we're gonna time travel back and
we might.
Time. We're gonna go back in time. So hang out. We'll be right back with you. We're so glad you're here. Sketchy Live Monday starts now. Hey, what's going on? It's Sketchy Live Monday. Guys, we're so happy to be back.
Yes.
Back in the studio. We actually, that was another part of it too. We did a little you can't see it. It's the floor and stuff that we fixed.
Yes.
Less echo in the room for sure.
You think so?
Yeah, for sure.
Because of the coating on the cement?
The coating, the Waynes, the coating.
Who knew?
Wayne's World, all that stuff. Lots to talk about tonight, guys and gals. So excited that you're here. As Itty B iterated in the beginning, reiterated in the beginning of the intro there. We got lots to talk about. It's kind of turned into for Florida, this is the season, the time of the year where we start to get to be able to drive cars without sweating and dying. A couple months of that is the rest of you guys are putting your cars away, except for those folks in California. But the rest of us on this side of the West, the Pecos, this is the time for Florida where we start kind of gearing up for car show season. So as we're heading into the end of this month, we have Turkey Rod Run coming up, and then some other big shows, kind of Midwesty areas that are going to go on too.
Midwesty, it's a new area that we've just made up.
I think there's some indoor stuff that's going to happen. So
indoor probably wouldn't
lots
be bad.
to talk about, and then some updates on things where we'd like to do some reminiscing about some things we've experienced. And somebody made a great post, and it was a topic I forgot to even mention today. Rest in peace, Motor Trend TV.
Yes.
So
Crazy.
A lot of shows are gone, and I don't know if the channel's completely gone. I know we've experienced it on a personal level, the death of shows, but
they've got to bring something back for the car guys, though. What are they doing to replace?
And I was talking to some car guys a couple weekends ago about this particular subject. So we're going to get into all that kind of good stuff. We're so excited here. As Eddie B said, I won't be drawing tonight, but we have plans of future stuff. We're working on maybe some better angles to get and grab the artwork to be a little easier to see.
Yeah, now that the floor is done in here, we can really start doing some extra stuff, I think, because we didn't want to get everything too set up because we had more work to do in here. To
manipulate some stuff so we can get the drawing portions of you being able to watch that stuff a little more in depth and in a much better way to see. So, and of course, our dog is going to knock. If the camera goes south,
it's her fault.
She's been hovering around that.
She's been
tripod.
So clingy.
Anyways. So, Eddie B, who's on the broadcast?
Yes, let's get into it. We've got Paul Marziani joining us from Bradenton, Florida, right here in Florida.
We got to get down there. Paul, I know there's some cool drag racing stuff.
He's going to have to send us, or maybe we just look up the schedule. He doesn't need to send us anything.
Over there,
we need to be not lazy and just look it up.
Yep.
Eric Schinkel joining us. Woot woot, been months since I caught an episode. Well, I'm sorry you're not catching a drawing episode, Eric, but hopefully you'll stay engaged
You'll
with
still
the
be
information that we are
engaged
sharing
and
today.
engaged, and you'll be excited that you hung out and see us.
Yes, we've got Mark Odom joining us. Hello from Texas.
What's going
Welcome,
on?
sir.
And not watching the big Texas games tonight.
He probably has it on.
In
probably
the
has
big
it on.
Texas footballs games of footballs.
This is a big deal.
It is a big deal. It's rivalries.
Right?
The former Houston Texans going up against the which I don't believe is America's
Dallas.
team. Dallas
Is it?
Cowboys.
Is that what they call it?
They've always claimed to fame that.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Diane Kinnery joining us. Hi, guys. Good to
What's
see you
up,
from
Diane?
rainy
Hey.
Illinois.
Ooh.
Rainy Illinois. I'm Howard Pierpont, 61, in Clear, Mineola, Texas. Back from my
Nice.
birthday dinner with family. Today was Howard's birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
The worst happy birthday singers. We're available for
Yeah,
parties.
people request it still, and I don't know why.
Happy birthday to
To
you.
you. We love you, Howard.
Perfect.
Howard is a
Spry, 26 years old.
and a two-time podcast, live podcast
Coming to the
representative.
stage, two-time podcast.
We are so happy
Yeah,
to know you.
Happy birthday.
Lizzie Daughtry joining us. Hello, my two favorite peeps of the week.
What's up, Lizzie?
And she is posting her YouTube page, Ms. Butterfree 34. Go check her out.
The butter's free.
She has
but the trinkets are not.
She has some very cool resin stuff going on over.
I used your word trinkets.
I know you did. That's why I didn't
I think
reuse it.
it's- yeah.
So go check her out. I think she's doing some auctions and stuff, and she's got some stuff going on for Christmas.
She's got stuff
Holidays
going on
coming
down
out.
there
Go check it out.
in the pot.
Frank Pupello, our buddy Frank. It's time for the king of cart art on Sketchy Live. You haven't done a cart in quite some time.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. So what he did at one point was it was like the summer of the cart, because you did when you were doing
push
like
carts.
yes,
Yeah.
you did like probably 12 of them.
Yeah. Never went anywhere.
Rob Earl, hey there, Eddie B and Johnny. Cool. It's good to be back. Lovely day here in the Hunter Valley, Australia.
Welcome to the show, mate.
down under. I don't know if that
Wicked
was the right.
pisser. I don't know if that's a thing either.
Michael Paris, hey from Clearwater, Florida. Welcome,
What's up,
sir.
man? Clear water.
He said turbo weather.
Turbo weather.
Eric Schinkel said, "What's Ian gonna do?" I think he's gonna be just
Ian
fine.
is
Actually,
he has landed on his feet, and they have got a show thing going on over there.
yeah, on YouTube.
Definitely hit up Full Custom Ian on YouTube. Fantastic job going on over there. Great fabrication, great learning stuff. Tons of projects being worked on.
Great content being shared over there.
Lots of
so.
stuff to learn and share. It's great. I'm learning new stuff every day. Love
Who
it.
needs a Motor Trend show when
That
you,
guy don't
when you
need it.
can
No
do it on
way.
YouTube? And
He looks so much more relaxed and so much more into what he's doing, and really the banter back and forth between Jamie and him is great. And I highly recommend it. Itty B and Johnny Jalopy give it 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
Where's the other thumb? There it is.
Well, it would be 4 if I was doing this.
Oh,
Right.
4 thumbs up.
Michael Paris said 0to60tv.com. Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe that's something new that they're
We're gonna have
doing
to
for,
check it
for the
out.
car guys.
Yeah.
David Evans wants to know, were you guys at Bug Jam? I was not. I was away that weekend.
I was not.
Johnny was going to go. What happened?
What do you mean?
What happened?
I didn't go.
So work
went to
sometimes gets
fellowship.
in the way. and-
No,
Oh, you did go to fellowship that
you
day?
were there. We went to fellowship.
Oh, was I back? Oh, for Sunday,
What are you talking about?
not for Saturday.
Saturday
Yeah.
I worked.
It's been a dream of his to be able to go and camp out with everybody and hang out and do the
I
whole
just want to
weekend
go
thing.
do the whole
and,
weekend thing.
Yeah.
And
he hasn't been able to do it. And
this year, unfortunately, somebody requested time off before I got it in.
well, we're going to
This-
talk about this
seriously.
issue because this is something that we've been dealing with for several years now. This whole
Yeah.
damn work schedule.
Yeah.
Frank said it's time for. He already said that.
Yeah, he did.
Jay Newby joining us from the Michigan area.
What
Hey,
is
Jay.
up, Jay?
Hope everything is good with you.
Newby?
We've got Mike Hicks. What do you got?
Where's it at?
Mike Hicks,
I don't even see it.
936.
Hicks.
Show him what you're drinking out of.
Oh, Mike Hicks. There you go, buddy. Bank of Old Monroe.
He's got his koozie. Great to see Mike. Mike's getting
one of my favorite gifts Mike Hicks gave me.
Mike's getting some cool stuff done at his house. Did you see some of his construction product? The guy never takes a rest, man.
I don't think he's getting it done. I think Mike is doing it.
He is doing it. When I said getting it done, I didn't mean he was having someone do it. He was getting it done. Get her done.
Oh, get her done.
Yeah. Steve Heinrichs joining us up from the Lemp Brewery. Steve,
Lemp Brewery.
Loved it there.
Oh my gosh.
Loved it. I want to come back.
Can we move in?
I know.
Oh,
Right?
you know what'd be so cool is to do the podcast from that place.
Yes.
Come on.
Next time we're in town,
How badass would that be?
we're coming over, Steve. Because
oh my God.
yeah, that would be cool. He has that little couch over there.
Well, I'm just saying we could do guests and stuff and bring people. Oh, that'd be the coolest.
That
place
would
to
be
do.
fun. Oh my gosh. Lizzie said, yes, I do live auction 2 a week, Saturday and Wednesday.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Darren Turner joining us. Hey guys from Tacoma, Washington.
What's
welcome.
up, Tacoma? Welcome.
Robert Spear joining us. Hi, missed you guys.
Hey.
Same, Robert. I'll be up in your neck of the woods here next week.
From the Bantha Milk Podcast.
That's right.
Everything Star Wars.
Michael Paris, love Ian Russell.
He's a good dude.
I think
Great
everybody,
fabricator.
everybody's digging what that guy's doing.
Yep.
Has been for years. Spud Anderson from the Pacific Northwest,
There he is.
PNW. Howdy. We have our last pastor meeting tonight. Next week, we will be back. We miss you.
Hey, we miss you guys too. And yes,
Hope all's well.
hope all is well.
We've got Cameron McNulty joining us from Wyoming.
There's my beautiful daughter.
Welcome,
so good to see you.
Cam.
Hello, me do.
There you go. You had to say it. Daryl D'Souza. We just got our first real snowfall today in Alberta, Canada.
Yeesh.
Alberta, Canada. Cripes.
Put on the snow chains and get out there and hot rod.
Michael J. Hill. Hello, kids. Have you considered coming to the Rat Fink reunion in June? I would love to.
It is something that I've always wanted to come do. Is be a part of the Rat Fink reunion.
June is a
and
tough time for us,
yeah,
though.
it's very difficult.
Yeah, I go see family. And well, you do too. Johnny comes with
Yeah.
me, but we're usually in New Jersey
Johnny
in June.
goes marching one by one.
And again, because of the day job, we can't take multiple weekends
I don't
off.
get multiple weekends. I'd love to come. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, we've heard a lot about it. Lizzie Daughtry just gave you a thumbs up on your channel. Yes,
Thanks
likes
so
and
much.
loves,
Likes and
guys, if you can.
If you don't mind, baby, showing some like and love.
Gregory Gore, great seeing you guys in St. Louis. Hope you had a good time at the Lamp. We did.
We
It was
had a
fantastic.
phenomenal time out in Missouri. We can't wait to go back.
Yes.
And Lemp was so cool.
Yeah.
I could
What
just
a
hang
neat
out- I
spot.
could just hang out at that place.
I just want to go inside all the buildings and just see what's going on. Like there was this one area. It was a downstairs, kind of almost like a basement-y area. And when I walked in, I was just kind of peeking in because I was kind of snooping around, and there was an actual business going on. And the woman's like, "Can I help you?" I'm like,
Where
"I'm
was
sorry,
this?
just trying to look."
Where did you see this?
At the Lemp Brewery.
Where though? Where was there a downstairs?
Oh, wait a minute.
What are you?
Are you talking about
The Lemp Brewery.
No, I thought where was the place where we did the car show? I thought that was Lemp.
That is the Lemp Brewery. Where are you talking about? That there was a downstairs.
In the one of the buildings where
What building did you go in that had a downstairs?
it was remember where I was sitting and I took the picture of myself in the alley? That building had a downstairs area.
You
there.
went in that building?
Yes.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
okay. Itty B taken off by herself.
I was.
Limping around.
Sam Metro. Hey guys, had problems with my computer. Just got on. So Sam Metro.
Sam Metro.
I'm so upset because I get it.
Be
I
kind.
understand. But I am upset because we were
Not upset.
slated.
You're
I'm
bummed.
disappointed.
You're bummed.
I'm disappointed because we were supposed to be going to the Great American Teach-In at Sam Metro School where he teaches.
It's called the
And
Sam Metro School.
no, out in Claremont area.
Yeah.
And because of our silly Florida weather,
Doggone ya.
we had a possible hurricane
But we
that
are
is now dismantled, but still
the weather's still
yucky
coming up.
weather that day. And they postponed the show until January. So I've already taken the day off, already got it approved. Johnny will be doing the same
Yep,
tomorrow
yep,
when
yep.
he goes
We're
in.
excited to come. We can't wait to be a part of it. We're
Supposed
honored.
to do it this week.
We're honored
Couldn't.
that we were even included or even
Yes.
yes.
Please don't change your mind about us. We
Yes.
still want to come in
We
January.
definitely wanna come hang out.
So, yeah, we'll be doing
We're excited.
that. Yeah. George Bennett, hello from
What
Highland,
up,
Michigan, and Hot Rods
George?
Motorcycle Awareness and Suicide Prevention Foundation.
What is
Welcome,
up?
sir. We've got Joe Lombardo. Hi, kids from Jersey. How you doing? We are doing great.
We need to get George's information. George, if you get an opportunity, please email me at johnnyjalopy.com.
There you go.
And we'd love to talk to you. Maybe we can get you on our, we'd love to have you on the podcast and you can talk about the Hot Rod Motorcycle Awareness and Suicide Prevention Foundation.
Yeah, that would be great.
Let's share that.
For sure. Darren Merritt joining us. Welcome. We've got Chris
Bushnell,
Malinsky.
Florida. You missed that whole party. He's a local.
Who?
You just
I'm not there yet.
You said Darren. Oh,
not there yet.
It's up. Never mind.
Darren Turner, it would be cool if you guys could make the trek to Winfield's benefit this Sunday. I'm bringing
Yeah.
Funky Futura.
Sorry.
We're not going to make it. Not this weekend.
Johnny's got to work.
Yes. Yeah. Darren from Bushnell. And we've been talking about maybe hitting one of those weekend car show, not really car shows, weekend. What am I trying to say?
I
Swap
have no
meets.
idea.
The swap meet over there.
Yes. First Sunday of every month.
Yeah. Now it's kind of back up and running because again, hot season is somewhat over.
Parts to get. We have parts to get.
We do. And now I know what I'm looking for. When you used to bring me years ago, I was like, what are we looking for?
We got many parts to find.
Yeah. So Darren, we're going to be in your neck of the woods. Maybe we can meet up there or something. That'd be great. Eric Schinkel. So what's with No More Kitchen Table? You're all getting professional. Pretty cool. But now we miss the holiday decorations. This is true. This is true.
Do we miss them though?
I still have Halloween up at this point.
Well,
actually,
here's the thing. So in the transition, as you stated, so we've got this podcast space now for hopefully a little more longer, and the plan is that we're going to be adding some stuff behind us where EDB will be able to put her holiday decorations and make it a part. Yes, you will.
I don't want holiday decorations in here.
As part of, as we change the seasons, you can utilize some of your trinkets that there are way too many out there and bring them into here. And
we'll see. We'll see.
Or they go in the garbage. And
Thank you though for saying something, Eric, because I think those decorations went underappreciated, honestly, by someone. Anyway.
Not really.
Sam Metro said, I feel your pain, EDB. I know. We're going to do it. We're going to do it.
As bummed as you are.
I'm sure. We've got Dennis Goff joining us. I'm here.
What up, Dennis Goff?
Darren said that would be cool. Sumter Swap Meet for sure.
Yes.
We'll have to post when we're planning on going that people know. Gary Miller stopping by to say good evening, y'all, from Nashville. Hope you both are doing great.
Super rocker.
Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah, Gary Miller playing in I believe it's a kind of I would hate to say cover band, like a tribute band that plays Ted Nugent music.
Nice.
Yeah.
Eric said the fans need your decorations and cooking tips. Ah, blast from the past.
Yeah, how to put stuff into a microwave and.
Anywho, I made a nice dinner tonight for you. Darn it, pork loin. You're welcome. So
7 hours to
we're caught up on our comments here, but I want to get to again.
Well, let's get to what you want to get to.
I want to get to our Florida car season for car shows. So
yes. It kind of kicks off with Bug Jam. I feel like,
yeah, well,
but it did. But there was a show before that we went to, which was the 100th anniversary of Newport Richie, and there was a really pretty good sized car show.
That
we got to take Rose to. I took one picture like an idiot.
I know.
I didn't take many pictures. I don't know why I didn't take pictures.
You were busy. You were walking around. People were like, "Hey, come see my car."
Yeah.
Quite a few people recognized you
which was
there,
weird. And a lot of people were like, what are you doing here?"
Right.
But Rose looked good and drove great. Did awesome getting down there.
She did. And this was the show that we were trying to get to in July.
Shut up.
And then Johnny was like, "Oh, it's an October show."
I was really excited because we had Rose driving and stuff, and she was running so good. And it was it July?
It was postponed it was September.
September. It was in September.
And then it got postponed.
I'm saying when I said
yes.
I thought the show is. So I read that this show is coming and I thought it was this one Saturday, and I got us up early and drove down there. I'm like, oh my God.
We're the first ones.
We can pick any spot we want. And then she's like, did you read the actual flyer? What dates it was? I'm like, what? Do I look stupid? Of course I read the flyer. And then I pull it up in Facebook and it's like a whole month away.
Yeah, 2 months.
Not even the right Saturday.
Anywho, we did finally make the show. We went to,
but we got our spot and we stayed there I parked the car there for 4 months and
yeah. And no, it was a neat time. There were a lot of different types of cars there.
It was a really cool show. Got
Yeah.
to see some really cool stuff and got to talk to some people, and a lot of folks came over and asked questions about the Model A and got to share and different things like that. And there wasn't many old 30s cars there, which was cool.
Yeah. So we did that. And then, like you said, Bug Jam, which you didn't make it to.
Can I say this is something that I did experience, though, that I have to, that was odd.
What?
So we took Kona to a show, and she got quite a bit of attention. You know, the Chopped and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like Rose didn't get as much attention this time.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, and I started going, she's too stock.
Oh, geez, we're back to this again.
She's too stock. So there's going to be changes are on the horizon.
Changes to come.
Visually changes, because I got some ideas from these videos I've been watching that I'd love to talk about when we get a chance. But we're on this subject. But we'll remind me, it's the videos I started to show you out in the living room of this really cool YouTube channel. Everybody's got to check out if you haven't yet. We'll talk about it, but get to it. Okay, so four shows.
Yes. So then in years past, well, you said Bug Jam, which we didn't get to this year. You did go to last year, I think.
I didn't get to go.
For one day, yeah.
Yeah.
When Kona was just first done, because that was your goal.
To get a run and go, and there was some easy thing that still pisses me off that I didn't know was an easy fix that could have got her running. But anyways,
in any case,
this year she was running and could have easily drove out there. I had a lot of stuff going on in the prior weeks and months, to be honest. And I just, being transparent, I felt many times on the winning end of many where I was in battles and came out of it. And I just was like, my faith is super important to me. And I decided, rather than giving a day for myself, this day off that I had and I'd been looking forward to, and really, the reward of rewarding myself to go to this thing, spend some time, Yeah, maybe some people would recognize me, all that kind of stuff. Car would get some attention. I was like, it's not. I need to be where I need to be. So we went to fellowship.
And we had my father here visiting, and we got to spend the afternoon with him. And we got
to spend the rest of the afternoon with your dad.
So those two, and then in years past, we have gone to Turkey Rod Run. We have been there.
We haven't been to
spectators.
Turkey Rod Run in a long time. So Florida has a really, really cool show out at the Daytona Speedway.
Huge.
Which is called Turkey Rod Run. And it starts basically the night before Thanksgiving and runs through that Sunday.
Right.
And we went a few times, different ways. Once we went, I think we caught a tail end of it on a Sunday the first time we went. Or maybe it was a Saturday, because we did go. Did we go to the parking lot or just the show?
Well, we went a couple times. Once we went just to drive through. We had a regular car. We were just in your truck
just to go in there and go check out what it is.
Right.
Because we had never been. Holy cow, it's giant.
It is.
It was tons of vendors, tons of cars. And I was like, oh man, this is really cool. And this is how many years ago was that?
It was right after we got Raquel. So it would have been like 2009, 2010.
So then we went one time with a friend of ours and we drove Raquel up there. Right. And we
didn't trailer the 51
drove
Chevy.
It all the way out there, and then kind of participated a one day stop in, show it kind of thing, walk the vendor thing. You hung out with the car. Me and Phil went and walked around at the vendors and was like, again, huge. And then the next year we went back
as vendors.
We went and vended Johnny Jalopy merch and got put in a really bad spot. But it was still a cool experience.
Well, and we had a follower.
Looking back then, though,
we had a follower from Facebook. We weren't doing podcast or Sketchy Live or anything at the time.
That was a guy from England.
A guy from England had showed up to that show, probably at Disney with his family or something. And
he came specifically to.
Oh, did he?
To go to Turkey Rod Run because we were going to be there.
Oh, came over and said hello, and I can't for the life of me remember his name, but we got pictures and everything, and that was pretty cool. That was a really neat moment to have somebody from overseas.
And then think that when we vended, we stayed down there because one of the nights, we had the car. We took Raquel,
we drove Raquel up there,
and we took Raquel to on Saturday night where they have the big at the
parking lot,
which I don't know if they do that anymore. But there's a big grocery
on
store,
A1A, right on the beach.
There's a grocery store with a giant like strip mall, and everybody parks their cars in there, and it's a whole nother car show going on at night. And that's where it was super fun. That place, that was going off.
Usually, though, with any car show you go to, if there's little events outside the car show, those are the most fun.
Yeah, and it was
like they had like
off.
Where were we? Bulletproof maybe had the slow drags or.
Yeah, well, that was like the first year we did Bulletproof, and they did all that stuff, and then it kind of toned down and did different stuff after that.
So Turkey Rod Run we haven't been able to do because Johnny works retail and he's not able to have those days off.
Because it falls on Black Friday.
Yeah.
And everybody, all you shoppers out there who just go nuts over Black Friday.
We both did that.
I know, just nuts over Black Friday. Tip to you shoppers, you're going to get the same deal weeks later.
Exactly. And weeks before. Yeah.
It's all going to be the same.
So we haven't really been able to go or participate. I had a great time at the show. I don't know.
It was a good time. Weather was always cool.
I don't know if I'd want to vend again.
No.
Part of the problem that we had the time we did vend is in the mornings. So this time of year, in the mornings, it's cooler. Daytime, like I'm talking like maybe 40s and 50s. And then daytime, like 85. And
the Florida heat kicks in and you're like, oh my God, I'm baking.
At that time, we didn't have a ton of t-shirts like we do now.
But we didn't have a ton of merch at all.
We had artwork.
We were doing prints.
We had a lot of prints, and we had them in sleeves.
Was it sleeves at that time? Because I thought we did that was when we were doing. I thought didn't we do it twice? We did it twice. We vended twice.
We may have.
Once we got stuck. We did vend twice. Once we
had frames.
We got stuck, and they were in frames.
Yes.
And we got stuck in the swap meet area. And then the second time they put us in the craft show.
Yeah, we were next to somebody knitting doilies.
They didn't know where they should put us.
But the artwork, because of the cold to heat to cold, it really wasn't best. And there's just a lot of challenges when you're trying to vend artwork outside. Really, I think, wind, we had stuff blowing off, frames coming down and crashing and breaking, and there was glass everywhere. I was like, okay, we're not doing this again. So little tough to vend outside, but we used to do quite a few vend events at different local places.
We did for a while. We were really vending a lot of different stuff. Even the local car shows, we started bringing stuff just to see if we could do it. And then that's when it really showed us, hey, we could sell some stuff.
Right.
And that was when we were really trying to push hard for the website, johnnyslobby.com,
which took us forever to finally get done. Thank God Hank offered his services, Hank Dutton, and our website is amazing. I love it. Go check it out, johnnyslobby.com.
By the way. Over here.
Anyway, so yeah, Turkey Rod Run was a good one. We also
it was a fun time. I mean, and again, for the Florida area, people were coming from all over the place. It wasn't just Florida. It was like South Carolina, Georgia,
because it's more north. So
it's really and you're at the Daytona 500, so everybody wants to be on the track and all that kind of stuff. It's a great. It's kind of like I've never been to Bike Week, but I've heard it's as big
probably
because it's multiple days. So. And by the way, the slow drag thing was at Turkey Rod Run. Was that first night? Oh. Now that I'm remembering, because remember we rolled in late in at night to get signed up because I got off of work late on.
I don't remember.
We got to leave Friday, Black Friday. My boss let me leave at noon
because you were there at 4 a.m.
So we drove Raquel all the way up there. We got there like 6. Or some shit because it took us forever. And then we rolled in, signed our stuff, and then immediately started doing the events they had for that night, which was the slow drags, which we did horrible. But it was fun though.
Yeah. Also, this time of year, there's a lot of Toys for Tots stuff going on. We've been to a few of those shows. If there's any type of fundraising show it's usually happening in Florida around this time of year as well. We've done the Alzheimer awareness show and have donated some stuff to that. Lots of stuff for the kids.
Turkey Rod Run's a fun time, and I'd love to go back again together.
Yeah,
we got cars to take this time that are really cool. So.
Right.
What are people saying?
Oh, well, we've got Bob Brandel. Hello, I will be at the Turkey Rod Run in the red field roll 41 for the last 30 years. Nice,
Bob.
I know. Would love to get there. Lizzie said Ronnie Setzer's car and truck show is the first Saturday of each month, so they're starting
to get back to doing that.
I know. Just rolling out to some local places. We've got Angela Hermosita joining us. Hey, all. Welcome. We've got our buddy Dan Evans from Dunedin. Welcome. Darren Merritt, will you be going to the Field of Dreams car show in November? No, again.
What is that? Oh, it's November.
Yeah. Yeah. Right around the holiday. Actually, that's next week. So no.
23rd, 24th. Where's that at?
I don't know. Field of Dreams.
Anyway.
Lizzie said last year Bug Jam we met you guys. Yep, we did. We finally got to meet Lizzie. She's been a long time viewer of the podcast,
it was great.
Finally got to meet them in person.
Say hello, take some pictures.
George Bennett, are you guys going to be at Autorama 2025? We are hoping to go. Yes, fingers. We'd love to be there. We just need to make sure that we are still welcome and that we are invited, and we just got to get everything going.
We've gone and been fortunate enough, Shaggy has been a great person and
Shaggy LeBlanc
has gotten us in table and area because he sets up and he usually lets us set up in his area, and so we're hoping that not really totally sure of what's going on. So
yeah, I mean, I think if he's going to be there, he's going to want us there.
We definitely want to be there.
Yeah, we definitely want to be there. So we love that. We'll find a way.
That's our.
You know what? Even if we can't vend, I'd still love to just go hang out in somebody's booth. Let's
do it. And who cares? Let's
right?
Do it.
I know.
I'll bring up. We'll stuff our pockets full of stickers, and we'll just go.
Right. Jim Pollan joining us. Hey, everybody. Hello from Hobo's Hot Rod Garage.
There he is.
Late, but I'm here. Horseheads, New York. Welcome, Jim. He's got some cool stuff. That guy never takes a break.
And things are just
happening
keep
for him.
And just everything just keeps getting tighter and tighter and tighter. Every panel, everything I see you do just keeps getting more and more amazing. So keep it up.
Congrats to you. Yeah. Darren Merritt, have you ever gotten out to the car show downtown Inverness, third Friday of every month? I think we've been to one. Remember on our way home from somewhere we stopped in?
I think you're right. Yeah. And it was pretty fun.
It was fun. Yeah, we do need to get out there every now and again.
Every now and again.
If we have a Friday night off. Bob B said, I still have space for you if you want to come out this year to the Turkey Rod Run. Well, I won't be here. I'm going to be out of town. Yeah. I leave next Tuesday, but Johnny does have a day off. I think you have Sunday off.
I can't remember what day it is, but there's one of the days I was thinking about trying to trek out there just to go.
You have off Thursday. Yeah. And you're not eating turkey this year.
I'm not eating turkey
woot,
this year.
Woot. He's going to get his pizza, guys.
Mark
it on the calendar.
Just mark it on your calendar. Johnny's spending a lonely Thanksgiving.
Oh, my God. You'll be fine.
Alone.
You could have come. Quit your job. You can come with me.
I couldn't come. We have a dog and my job.
It's true. We could have brought the dog.
Oh, really?
Joe Lombardo said, Johnny, I recently saw some 3D drawing pens. Have you seen them and tried them?
I have not tried them. I really would love to learn how to do the whole 3D printing thing. We have it's so bummed out. I have full files of things to the 3D print Kona in the truck. And it was sent to me by a really cool guy, and I I don't have the machines to do it, and it's been one of those things that I would love to learn how to do that kind of stuff, maybe in the future. I'm barely, I'm still learning how to button my own pants
and struggling. Darren said Field of Dreams is at the same property they hold the Sumter Swap Meet, so that's pretty local.
Oh, well,
that might be something you could do. You know what?
Look into it, man.
Email us, johnnyjalopyllc@gmail.com.
Please.
Or go to the website and just click the link.
Or share it to my Facebook page.
Do that.
I'm sure we're Facebook pals.
Something. So, yeah, let him know because he's going to be looking for something to fill his time for a couple days.
So, yeah, I'd love to, again, as we're getting into the cooler weather, if you're a local person here in Florida and, some shows coming up, I always seem to have a hard time finding information on local stuff.
There's supposed to be, I thought it was called FloridaCarShows.com or something like that.
And then half the time, some of it shows, and someone will go, "Oh, what about that?" And I'm like, "That's not on the." So I don't know.
Well, we used to.
I try to find stuff, and it's tough.
We have done for a couple of years. We did Groundhog Gala. That is February 1st or the first weekend.
That's one of those
February.
shows I would love to get back to as well.
Are they still doing it though? Because I remember asking you, but they are.
They have been.
Maybe different leadership or something.
I think it's
different
the
car
same club, and
but
I've heard it's still going on.
We've ended at that one. We've participated in it, and it was fantastic. A great group of people. Yep. And that's up in like the Sanford area, I want to say. And then of course Bulletproof. We were doing that. That was our first big vending event. That was before we went.
I still have pictures of, I couldn't believe my mom came.
Yes.
Drove all the way to come watch
her and Tim.
Her little man vend. It was so good.
Yeah, that was cool. So that's another show we haven't been to in years.
Of course, there was that one. What was the show that we went with Squindo that we saw him at?
That was an outdoor downtown.
Yeah, that was a cool
car show.
Yeah, I'd love to get up there.
Love to get up there again and see them, hang out with them. Now we have our dogs, so we can get the dogs together.
Maybe
how fun would that be?
It'd be a brawl.
Yeah. So there's a couple that we've done in the past that we'd really like to get back to.
Here's the hard part, and again, this is being totally transparent. We talk all the time about wanting to get to show. What did I just do? I don't know what did I just do. Oh, it's comments about getting to shows and stuff like that, and yet there always something comes up where we can't get to them. It sucks.
Something either comes up or you can't get off.
It's usually I can't get off.
I'm off every weekend. I can do whatever the hell I want. But you, on the other hand,
I gotta find a new job.
Yeah, you do. Anyone hiring. Right. Management skills.
over 30 some years of management skills
and art skills
and people skills and training skills and all that.
Hit us up
for real, and able to talk. I can.
He's a chatter.
I can do
gift
this.
to gab.
This is not a problem. Getting in front of people. So if you have maybe a brand spokesperson or you need someone to talk about your stuff,
he can do announcing.
JohnnyJalabi.com. Come on down.
Voiceovers.
I can do voices. Anyways.
I hope front here.
But I can do them. Anyway, but that is something.
Yeah. We just, what it is, and it's the same for everybody. We're not the only ones dealing with it. There's never enough time. There's never enough money. There's never enough time to plan and put it all together.
If I only had a calendar, I could put everything on.
And you do. Wish you would use it. I think we accomplished quite a bit this year so far.
We did,
because there were plans. We had to do certain things.
You know what we did do this year?
What?
We went to places we've never been before.
Yes.
That's what we did this year. Look at we went to the Show Me Lowbrow Art Show,
Missouri,
and that was one of those things like,
who goes there? We did.
We did.
And it was fantastic.
And it was so much fun.
It was great.
Like I cannot wait. I hope they have another one next year, because and if they don't ask me to be the auctioneer, like it should start becoming the tradition. But
it's another skill set. It's another skill set.
I was a good auctioneer. Ask anybody. Just kidding. That's so much fun.
It was a lot of fun. And we love, like, if we could both quit our job and just tour around full time and go to all of these shows, meet all of you guys.
Wouldn't it be amazing if we could just do it? And you know what? We could just go live in a tent and
get a small RV,
or maybe we rent a shop and we just live in a shop. You won't do that.
Cameron said, come see me. we would love it.
We do need to come see you.
What big shows do you guys have going on out there? I'm not going out there this time of year. Heck no.
Look at you. I'm not going out there for no reason.
Not in Wyoming. Not this time of year. No.
As it gets to the cooler temps in Wyoming, we would love to come out and visit.
No. Springtime is when I would
Springtime in Georgia.
Springtime.
We would like to do that. Hey, speaking of cool things to see, again, we were talking about earlier. I just came across this really cool YouTube channel. and it's I don't know if it's new. It's new to me, but I was fortunate enough to come across it, and it looks like it's the Custom Culture Chronicles on YouTube. And holy cow, right now they've got all these vintage, it's some sort of archive of somebody, and I haven't figured out who the person is yet. And it's all these old archival footage of like the LA Roadster Club. And then I just watched one today. You know the uncertainty we've talked about?
Yes, a million
and you
times.
know how they've talked about that uncertainty actually went down the drag strip, and it wasn't just a show car, that it actually rode down the drag strip and drag raced. 1965 Formosa drag strip in Bakersfield.
You have the footage
of it running down the track on that drag strip.
Who was driving it?
Scott Stevens.
Really?
Yeah. So that was what I was trying to get you to come watch. Was holy cow, we've talked about it, and there's the legend of this car, and everybody goes, did it really do that? And it's YouTube. Go custom culture chronicles
CCC
on YouTube.
Is it C's?
Custom
culture with C's.
K's.
KKC.
And it was so cool. And like they did this one. It's all this rare, like shot on 16 millimeter. So cool. Like the one little bit.
The music was really
the little
cool.
bit you saw was just. It was like 10 minutes of these sick 32 Roadsters.
And the highlight reel.
Oh my gosh.
The highlight reel is, this guy with this really shaky camera, because like I said, I didn't have stabilizers back then. And he's behind this car. And so that's the focal point. But as he's going down the street, you just see all these other sick rides like parked on the side that weren't even part of it. But you're like,
66 Impala.
Yeah.
There's a Ford. Yeah. Tons of old
C10,
F100s and C10s and just a bunch of different. So if you get an opportunity, I don't know the website or the people that run it or anything that comes out.
Well, Sam Metro said Andy Southard Jr. is the guy who did all those vintage videos.
That is it.
He was an author and photographer of the hot rod and racing culture.
Oh my God. Go check it out. It is such a cool, you won't be disappointed, because I just sat there. There was one that was like 45 minutes, and it's just music and the
reel
16 millimeter. There was one where it was a cruising in Salinas, and oh my God, there's a whole video, like 15 minutes of Larry Watson and the sick Cadillac that he had done. And then you see that sick 56, I think, that we've seen in magazines and people have shared, that's like green. Oh my God, it's photos of it. Like I think there's a shot of it in the paint booth taped out before it's so cool. Go see it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was pretty impressed with the little clip that I watched.
Right. It was really cool.
Just even the music, the choice for music that they used. It was neat.
I don't.
And the outfits of the people, like, cause it was really time evident.
There's a photo of, it's a 30, I want to say 30 Model A sedan delivery. And it just made me go, God, the stance on it is so sick.
Ideas brewing, guys.
But then
he's had the car since what? April, May?
Like the whole, what's been coming is this whole idea of, because a lot of the cars that I was seeing and they were showing all had that kind of signature Larry Watson paint job ish vibe. And I'm like, oh, okay. What if we do rose with the blue and then like a cream color accents and the black?
I don't know.
I'm gonna sketch it out, and it's gonna be sick.
We'll see. Spud Anderson, who said, we are back. Weren't sure we were going to make it today. Julie also had an ablation procedure on her heart today. All went well, and now time to join Sketchy and rest. Well, we are excited. Praying for her.
Yes. Yeesh.
That's crazy.
Yeah. God is good. Everything went great.
Rob Earl said, sounds like you went back in time and were there, Johnny. Sounds awesome. I'll be checking that out after this broadcast.
For real. Yeah. Go. And it totally it really does. Like Eddie B was saying, you're watching these cars. Like, I wanted you to see this one. It's got a shoebox Ford, and you can see where the guy had done is doing some fender work. Like he is enlarged the fender so the rear tire isn't covered by the fender, so it's not, it's really opened up, but the car's still squatted so low. It's so sick, but totally driving it with that little primer spot back there where he's working on it. Got his girlfriend, she's sitting bench seat, she's sitting super close, and they're just cruising, and there's 4 other cars behind. And what it made me think about, and what it made me jealous of, because it was another shot of the LA Roadster guys, and it was like, they were stopped at a beachside hotel. I don't know, some beach in California. And I want to say there's probably 30, 40 cars and dudes, couples, all just hanging out with their cars. And then you see him, 3 or 4 or 5 guys jump in their cars, take off, and you can see them, they start cruising. Next thing you know, 5, 6 more go, 7, 8 more go.
You know what?
And wait. Then there's shots of like 15 of them just cruising down the boulevard, just out cruising. Just a group of people all hanging out, just rolling. It was so sick.
Here's the difference. Our culture is not conditioned to get together like that anymore, unfortunately.
I know, it just sucks.
And because I can remember back in the 70s when I was growing up, in the 80s, we did that. I used to, my silly little car, but that's what you did. Hey, it's Friday night. Let's go cruise the strip.
Same thing. When I was in high school, I had, in the mini trucking days, I had my mini truck and we went in Santa Maria, we went to the parking lot of the mall, the town center mall. Oh, I still remember it. And it was mobbed, and it was just cruise for hours. And that's when I really saw, here we are all in the mini trucks. And then what I noticed, and maybe I don't know if other guys at the time noticed because they weren't, was the sick, lowriders and shit would roll down, and it was like, oh, you guys think you're cool with these 80s and newer pickup trucks, your Mazda B2200s and your Nissan hard bodies, and they're rolling 30s, 40s bombs, just it was so badass. And I'm like, I want to be those guys. I don't want to be these guys, but it's all I could afford. So that was those guys.
Well,
these guys.
People aren't getting together that way anymore, and we need to bring it back. I mean, we've seen a lot of kids, like some of these kids coming up and customizing their cars. We talked about it a couple months ago. We went to some local shows.
And listen, I know they're out there, and I know there's car clubs that hang and they go, and we just haven't been fortunate enough to get with, again, because of my job. They all roll on the weekends and do that kind of stuff, and we don't get to do that. But I tell you what, watching these videos of this, I'm not talking 5, 6 dudes. It was
like 30,
40 cars. Every one of them, from working on their stuff to like pristine show cars, had their girl, had the dude, just cruising.
Hey,
and it was
here's a question.
So badass.
Dogs are such a huge part of the car culture now. Were they always?
I didn't see really any dogs. Babe.
Really? Every car show we go to, people bring dogs. Every time we went to the swap meets, people had dogs. Dogs were just everywhere.
Yeah.
Not back in the day, huh?
Well,
no?
That takes money.
I guess.
That's stealing parts money.
That's true.
You know how much chrome stuff I could get done if I didn't feed that mutt down there?
Oh my God. She doesn't eat that much.
I'm just saying, that's what they were. Listen,
They needed to get the dog for their wife because they had their car and they were gone.
You know how many Strombergs I could run if I didn't have this mutt to feed?
Jim Pollan wants you to is asking if you can post a link. So maybe when we get off the broadcast tonight, you can post it on your Facebook.
I definitely will. I'll share it on my Facebook page, and definitely want to go check it out. And again, I don't know I checked out lately it's a lot of these archival videos, and I've been enjoying the heck out of them. I watched one like 7 times because I was just like, oh God, so cool.
Silly.
Oh my God.
Eric Shingle said Johnny driving up and down S Broadway.
Right?
Broadway.
For real.
Joe Lombardo got a run. Thanks for the prayers for my daughter, doing better, but may need another surgery on her arm. Yes, we will continue to pray for her.
Continue. Stay positive, and everything is going to come out great.
He said, one thing I realized is that no matter what or where, car people are the best. I've come to realize the same thing.
Samesies, man.
Carl Merritt,
Thanks for stopping
Johnny,
in.
when are you and Ian collabing again?
From your lips to his ears.
We're just waiting for the invite.
Johnny's ready. Anytime.
Eric said, LOL, I was stationed at Vandenberg and lived in Orchid, Santa Maria.
Oh, well, that's where I grew up. Was Orchid, Santa Maria. And my dad was also stationed at Vandenberg. He was a missileer.
A missileer. We've got Uncle Larry on the broadcast.
What's up?
He said no dogs.
No dogs.
Uncle Larry just sent us a care package. This man, we've had like 5 packs. We are so behind on sending any packages.
We are terrible people.
We're the worst. I have stuff for the Hicks family sitting here that we bought a month ago, and I haven't sent it out yet. So I apologize. But Uncle Larry sent us a medicinal concoction that he made himself.
Larry, I would like to say I did rub it on my nether regions, and it burned for a little while.
You did not. Why would you have to rub it there?
The cough is gone.
Yeah. Robin Hetchler joining us. A lot of shows around here don't allow dogs in case they jump on a paint job.
Yeah, that's part of the problem.
Point.
And also too, those guys again back then were like, there's no room. They barely let their girl in the car.
Oh my God. Yeah. We have not had Coop in Rose yet.
No, we need to get her in there and get her.
We need to figure out a way to strap her in.
No, we don't. She's gonna be fine.
She's gonna jump out.
No, she won't.
She will.
No, she won't.
We'll see. Yeah. So in any other car shows you can think of, anything local going on till like springtime? Because that's really springtime. We're still going pretty strong here. It's really not until maybe Mayish, June-ish, where
we still get some
things kind of shut down here.
Showers and different stuff like that. So that kind of puts a little damper for our area.
Yeah.
But there's other areas. We got Georgia, we got South Carolina, we got up into the Midwest area that maybe they'll be getting snow, so never mind.
Well, mountainous areas maybe, but not near the beach.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely shows we want to get to. It's just timing.
And as Jim Pollan saying, this is the time of year most of those guys drop their stuff in the garage and start working on things.
Right.
And for us, for me, it's the same thing. Like I have plans. I gotta get that back window figured out with Kona. I got to get those other panels you sent me, Jim, welded in.
Do you have plans for next week while I'm not here?
I think I'm going to try to pull Kona in and do some stuff. Again, I was watching some of those videos, and I have this strange idea. But we'll see how that goes. But I also think I'm going to build a rack. Somehow I got to figure out to make where it won't look stupid, to where we can take the metal roof off
and set it on.
And set it on the rack while we're driving. That it'll secure it down so it won't go flying.
Almost like a spoiler.
Kill somebody. And or start working on figuring out how to do the rollback top.
Mm-hmm.
Because the weather's cooler and I can bring it into the garage and start fiddling.
Right. Well, you're going to have an entire week without me
boredom.
here.
Yeah.
So
pizza every night.
You're going to love it.
Pizza and
Tom's Pizza and Tom's. You're just going to alternate.
I might even get some ice cream.
Oh my God. You better stock up on the Tom's then.
It's going to be, it's like an 8-year-old gets left alone. I got $4.
It's going to be the Home Alone thing.
Yeah.
Eric Schinkel said 5-point dog harness, maybe an Ian dog car seat collab. This could be fun.
Right. Yeah.
Uncle Larry said, yeah, just drive every day. It's a show day. That's true.
Yeah, it's been fun. I've been the last few days. It's been cool. So I took advantage of that and drove Kona to work and just enjoyed just being out in it and excited about how it came out, the way it looks, really getting to look at it in different spots like went when you were coming back from you had a class and your sister and dad were still here and they had already eaten dinner. So I stopped and got something to eat. And I took some photos of it just as I was coming out the door, and it was sitting in the light and the wheels were turning. It just,
a night shot.
I was super happy with just proportionally decisions I had made early on and where I've gotten to. I'm really happy about them, but there's some other stuff I'd like to do. Like, again, I was looking at that custom Culture Chronicles, and there's this vehicle that's in one of the shots that has this bobbed rear end. It's like a truck, almost like a T-Bird. They turned into a truck, and it's got this sick Impala looking rear end in it that's been chopped and kind of modified. And I'm like, what if I did that to the back of Kona?
How could you when you've got the truck bed on there?
You can. No, I'm saying like building off the truck bed and doing something funky with the rear end versus just leaving it as the truck bed the way it is.
I don't know.
Doing something. I do too, but doing something a little more custom.
Well, I think you have plenty of other areas you can do some stuff. So, and we had an opportunity a couple times that you took my dad out in Rose, which was, I think, pretty neat for him. He has always.
I hope they had fun doing that. That was a good time.
Yeah, and my sister and I stuffed in the back, and
we went to breakfast.
We had so much room. We took her to breakfast, and it was.
And I parked it 7 times to try to get a good spot.
So my God!
Look at my car.
And I'm assuming all of you do this, but we can't sit anywhere.
Do you do this?
We can't sit anywhere.
When you take your old car somewhere, like for breakfast, for instance, do you park your car where you can see it from inside the restaurant?
Like from a window or just a view of it?
Or do you purposely eat outside,
with it?
As Eddie B would say, a la carte outside.
It's al fresco.
No, you'd say al dente outside. Do you sit out al dente outside, and do you make sure that you've parked in a spot where you can see?
Cam said no, just you. LOL.
I do.
Every
park
time.
If I'm getting gas.
Eric always parks to see it. Please don't touch unless I see. Yeah.
Do you drive by big picture windows because you're like, I can see? It's a good, because here's the problem with being the driver of your own car. You never really get to see it rolling down the road. That's why these videos are so epically cool, is imagine being the owner of that car and being able to go back and watch the car going up and down the road, cruising down the freeway. Those are the shots I dream of. Like when you're following me someplace, and then next thing I know, I'm looking at photos and it's like 700 miles back, and it's a shot where the car's this.
I take
this big.
I take
or it's
good photos,
or it's videos, and it's of the bobbleheads that are the ducks.
That was my father. That was not me.
And not my car.
That was my father video.
Such a great opportunity just to see what it looks like rolling down the road. No, didn't get to see it at all.
Jim Pollan said yes. Driving by windows is the best. Yeah, we literally will park. And there's no spots in front of the restaurant. So he parks a little further back so we don't have to walk forever. As soon as a spot becomes clear, he looks at me and he's like, can I? And he doesn't say, can I? I just know that that's what he's thinking. And I'm like, just go, just move it.
I usually say, I think I'm going to move the car.
Like his eggs are now cold because he's moving the car.
I don't care.
Because he has to see the car.
I gotta see it. I want to be able. I just want to be able.
I've had to stand in empty spots, holding the spot, so he can move it
and just be out looking and going.
Is it that what you're looking for, or do you like the attention that you're?
I also like when somebody walks by and goes, "Oh, look at," and they're like,
and they try to take pictures with it,
and then they go, "Dude, did you see this '64 Ford right here?"
And then do you guys also do this? When you're just sitting there, like we'll be having a glass of wine, let's just say at our little wine bar, cars across the street. Yeah. And he'll see people around and he'll be like, you know what? I think I might have left the switch on. Let me walk over there. So he walks over there, pretends he's doing something in the car, just so people know it's his car.
Wait,
who does that? Who does that?
You know what? I think that tire over there looks a little. Let me check the air. Let me check the air pressure. Just to make sure. Oh, this one? Yeah, that's mine. That's mine.
Yeah. So funny. Every time.
And then I get the question. Is that like a 46 Ford?
No.
It's clearly a 30s.
People don't know. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have known.
Is that 57 Chevy?
Eric Schinkel said, I mean, is it wrong to appreciate your work? And he drives it on the occasion to have others appreciate the work. And that is true.
A 30s car.
Jim Pollan said, if you park your car when you walk away, if you don't look back, you're driving the wrong
Oh
car.
my God. Every single time. I'll even go, bloop, bloop.
Yeah. So funny.
So,
all right,
it's the
guys.
best.
It's 10:30, so we are going to let you find people go.
All right.
Thanks for hanging in here with us.
Yeah, it was fun hanging out with you guys.
It was.
Hey,
Silly
listen,
little topics.
We appreciate every single one of you that stop by, hang out with us, chime in with your comments. It's the best part of Sketchy Live.
It's the reason for Sketchy Live.
Is why we show up and why
love
we
the interaction.
Is the interaction with you guys out there. We've told any of our guests when we've had guests on the podcast, Jim Pollan can attest to this. Hey, listen, Itty B is going to say what's going on and what people are saying. So, there might be a part where we're talking about something and then we're going to go to comments because this is the most important part of it. You are important as a guest, but it's just as important as the interaction with you folks out there. So we appreciate you showing up at Sketchy Live Monday. In fact, the people are chiming in now. Make sure you read them before we go.
Oh, let me go back to comments.
Please hit that like and subscribe button.
Eric Schinkel said, great time. Rob Earl said, noise chat tonight. Jim Pollan, glad I can make it. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for being a part of it. Stan Metro, guys, have a great night. God bless. God bless you too. All of you. Lizzie said she'll see us next weekend or next week. Paul Marziani, see ya. And Mary Evans, fun time. Enjoyed hanging with you guys. Mary,
we love hanging with you guys. And please, Paul Marziani, if something cool's going on, we want to come see you down in the Bradenton Motorsports Parkway. I really want to go. I have a great buddy, Art Smith. You guys have seen him on. We need to get him back on the podcast too. Since our new format and how we are set up now. We need to get Art back on here, and talk about this guy is an encyclopedia of drag racing history,
loves
and
it
stuff local to the Florida area and all that stuff. Lived in New Jersey as a little kid, would go down to the drag strip down there, and just knows it, and just car dude 100%.
We'll have to bring him with us down to the motorsports.
Would be super great. He's going to this really cool drag racing show they have coming up.
Oh.
And I was like, oh my God, I wonder what that is. So
we could do maybe some live video or something. If we go. How fun would that be?
Hugh Grant. Hey, please head over to johnnyslobby.com. We got all kinds of cool stuff.
We're out of hats.
We got
disclosure.
We got
out of hats.
We got stickers.
I've got the beanies though.
T-shirts, we got some cool stuff and new merch on the way. We promise when we head into the new year, we're gonna have some really cool stuff. I'm super excited about this latest design I did. If you're a fan of skateboarding or surfing, or not, or just ripping off companies. No, I'm just kidding. The new Giant Jalopy Hot Rod Art T-shirt is going to be available soon, and it is cool. I really like how the design came out, and hope you'll rep the brand as well. We'd love to see that out there. And again, we love the fact that just like our great friends Spud and Julie, thank God for them. They have taken Giant Jalopy merch all over the world.
Everywhere. They travel.
They have taken photos in front of places. I can't even believe that Giant Jalopy Hot Rod Art stuff would be taking pictures of, in front of, and wearing. I'm so grateful for them.
It's a horrible sentence structure, but
thanks.
You knew what he meant.
I like pizza.
All right, guys, we're gonna head out. We love you.
Yep.
Have a great week ahead.
We will see you guys very
next
soon.
Monday.
And as always, don't forget to stay
sketchy.
We'll see you guys soon.
Bye.